Benefits for hiking for our mental health, there are so many. I think there's, just even by person to person, it's just so different on what they benefit mentally from it. I think, not only, I think mental and physical come hand in hand because, if you change your mental, it's going to change you physically. With certain aspects of it. Some of the benefits of hiking for our mental health is it reduces anxiety. So hiking, it releases endorphins, which can improve the mood. And I think for some people, as they're out hiking, they can experience, you can feel like it's a rush of relief, endorphins going out of you. And it's almost like, I know for me personally, it almost feels like I have a clear head. So I can see how the rush of endorphins really do benefit and help with anxiety. It reduces the tendency to ruminate. People that walk at least 90 minutes are found to not dwell on negative thoughts. And so I think having the time out there, which is the peace and separating your life from other things that are going on in it, it really helps just not to be able to focus on the negativity. And then over time, because you've had that time to feel and let things go and not just keep going over it and over it, you're able to start, it benefits other times in your life. And through change happens, that can continue. And especially if you're making it a regular activity of hiking each week, you're going to benefit every week of seeing more benefits of having the negative thoughts just pass by because you have less and less things happening. It improves creative problem solving. So it's disconnecting from technology can help with detaching the brain to help improve creative, positive solving. And so you are out in the wild, outside, and a lot of places you can lose your connection, depending on where you're hiking. Then you really have nothing but your thoughts out there, and you can be able to really start to think about and resonate on yourself and not have so much distraction, and it can benefit overall. And you can start thinking of different things. For example, me and my spouse would start talking about our future, what we want, because we just don't have a lot of time with our son's baseball and my other son does basketball, and so it just gets busy. And then they're in school and they have a lot of homework with the school that they're at. It's definitely time consuming for them there and for after school. It reduces symptoms of ADHD. So it's found that the green outdoors reduces symptoms more than any other activity. So anything that other physical activity that they could be doing, they found that being outside really helps and reduces the symptoms of ADHD. And it's probably due to my sister has ADHD and she's always on the go, and it gets distracted so easily. And one of the other benefits is being is disconnecting from technology and just having time to think in there. And so you have really nothing. You're able just to enjoy the outdoors, and it's peaceful, it's calming, it's relaxing, and really is benefiting. It curtails the loss of gray matter. This one was the most fascinating one to me. It's part of our brain that helps us process. It was found that exercise can help some, but it was identified hiking has greater benefit at promoting the retention and thickness of the gray matter than any other activity. And so since we lose that, it's interesting that as we're out hiking, that benefit really does help us. It helps us keep the gray matter in, we're help processing, which it helps process the brain. And then overall, if you look at all the other benefits of us processing, like negative thoughts, help us processing our anxiety thoughts, ADHD, where you're always on the go. Everything correlates back to our problem solving. This one, the next one is opening up our senses. So especially our sight and smell out in the outdoors. There's so many different things to see, different colors. You could be walking and it just keeps, it's just different. Where if I'm inside walking on a treadmill, it's the same view. It really is the same smell. And so, but outdoors, as you keep walking, everything changes. You could be in a thick brush and then all of a sudden it's open and there's a river and it changes. And then another great one is improving insomnia and sleep. Sleep is so important. And I think being able to relax our brain with so many other things, positive benefits from hiking, and then you're able to sleep more, which then helps everything else, and almost just all works together. And there's just so many more benefits that I didn't even list.